Hi! Today I'm demonstrating with the Stampin' Up! Don't Stop Believing stamp set for a humorous handmade Christmas card. My humorous handmade Christmas card is a clean and simple card that's quick and easy to make. I'm Shelley Godby, the owner and CEO of Stamping Smiles, and for 19 years I've been teaching others how to create their own hand stamped smiles. The Don't Stop Believing stamp set cracks me up, and it will you too. Here's a closer view of the Don't Stop Believing stamp set. This is the funniest Christmas stamp set we've ever had. And you know what they say? Laughter is the best medicine. Take a look at this. So you've got an elf all tangled up in Christmas lights with "Don't get your tinsel in a tangle." Good advice. And then this mighty fine looking Santa. Well, are you ready? It's all fun and games until Santa checks the naughty list. That's awesome. And then my favorite, and we'll be using this one today, we've got the melted Frosty. Sadly, Frosty's first hot cocoa turned out to be his last. A little dark, but I love it. So now that we've taken a good look at this, it's time to stamp. I've got Whisper White thick cardstock, the thick because it's recommended when using the Stampin' blends. And whenever you're stamping with white or cream cardstock, you want to use Stampin' Up! Whisper White or Very Vanilla cardstock. That's because both are fantastic for stamping. They have a smooth, tight finish that give you crisp, clean images. And that's what you want when making cards. All right, so we're going to use this melted Frosty, and so I need the Tuxedo Black Momentum ink pad because I'm coloring with the Stampin' blends. So we'll go ahead and get him all inked up and come over here and stamp. Now I'm not stamping in the center. I made this a little extra long so I have something to hang on to when I punch. And I'll show you in just a minute. So let's stamp him. And aha! Oh my goodness, he's so adorable. All right, and so we're punching with, I'll be using this in a bit, but let's close that up for now. All right, so I'm using the 2 1/4 inch circle punch. So we're going to turn it upside down, open it up, and look, we can just slide it in and center it. See, I have something extra to hang on to. If you've ever used a piece that was just the right size, you know you're jockeying back and forth. Oh my goodness, I've done it trying to save paper because you had a scrap piece, but this makes life a lot easier. So I can center it from side to side and top to bottom and punch that out. Isn't that wonderful that we can do that instead of me punching a bunch of circles and hoping I get it centered? Yeah, I think I'd probably get 1 out of 10. All right, so we're going to color with our Stampin' blends. So let's start with the dark smoky slate. And when you order the blends, you get both a light and a dark, which is fantastic because you'll see how much you use them for shading. I have the basic black blends, but I wanted to use smoky slate for my little Frosty. Poor guy. And on all of these, I'm using the smaller tip. I've got a small image here. So we'll fill this in. And there we go. Get the brim of his hat. Oh my goodness. I just loved color. It's so peaceful. Okay, so I used the dark. So for shading, if you add color on top of color, it gets deeper. So I'm going to follow this line. There we go. And then just put some along here for a little bit of shading. Let's come down here too. And that looks really sharp. So we're done with the smoky slate. Next, hey, we've got pumpkin pie for his carrot nose. And I'm using the dark, the pumpkin pie dark. All right, and then I have soft suede, the light. Whenever I use wood, soft suede is my go-to color. Let's color in his branch arms. Cute, cute, cute. And he's dry real quickly. Oh, there we go. All right, and then how about some cherry cobbler? For this one I'm using the light and the dark. So I have the dark here for the berries. There are 3 of them. There we go. And I'll use that again in just a second. And then for the band on his hat, Cherry Cobbler Light. Then I decided to make his hot cocoa mug. And we know it's a hot cocoa mug because that's what our greeting tells us. All right. Because sadly, his first hot cocoa. All right. And so then the dark, I'm going to follow the lines on that handle. And then again, there we go. A little bit of shading on there. Oh my goodness. We are just plugging along. And then Crumb Cake Light. Actually dark. I chose dark. Sorry about that. For the hot cocoa. That spilled out. You didn't even drink it all before you melted. There we go. And then we're almost done. Shaded Spruce. I'm going to start with the dark and do the line, the vein on the holly leaves. There we go. And then fill it in with the Shaded Spruce Light. Oh, pretty, pretty, pretty. And so for our last, I have the Seaside Spray Light, and for the snow, just a little bit of shading. Just follow those lines and call that good. Oops, here's one. I want to get this one too. There we go. Blue for water. Cute, cute, cute. Oh my goodness. These are the patterns from the Classic Christmas 6x6 Designer Series paper. This is Shaded Spruce. It also comes in Cherry Cobbler and Sahara Sand. So we're going to use this one for my card, but at the end I'm going to show you the card in 2 other patterns, but I'll end up using them all because I'll be making a lot of these. And so what I have here is the Pine Tree Punch. So again, we'll turn it over, slide it open, and slide in our designer paper and punch. Oh, fantastic. Now, look, this is really cute, but then so that looks like snow all over it. Decisions, decisions. All right, so now I have some Whisper White cardstock, not the thick, just Whisper White, and I'm going to just set these in place. Here we go. Oops, I want that one a lot higher. There we go. I just want to make sure I see a little bit of the tree trunk. Okay, so now I can stamp my greeting. So back with the Tuxedo Black Memento ink pad, and the sadly Frosty's first hot cocoa turned out to be his last. Get this good and inked up, and let me come down here a little bit. There we go, and right about there. Fantastic. All right. So we're going to use that in just a second, but let's go ahead and start adhering this. And I've got my Stampin' seal. Put my finger where those ridges are. And get some on here. Here we go. I want this right about there. So I've got my grouping when I'm done of 3. And then my favorite accessory, Stampin' Dimensionals, these foam adhesive dots. Whoops, I got the backing off, not the whole thing. There we go. 1, 2, and 3. That should be some good support. The one came off. On the other 2, I'll just press with my thumbnail. That makes that edge pop up. There we go. Do that again. And I haven't pressed yet. All right. Oh, let's turn. That's what's nice about circles. You can just turn. Fantastic. Let's press everywhere. And then I have some Shaded Spruce cardstock. We'll adhere that. So I need, again, my Stampin' seal. And this is a good strong adhesive. I just roll it along. And 1 inch in each corner. It holds really well. So I have to take my time and be neat because, I always try to be neat, but you have to be, especially when your layer isn't a 1/4 inch. This is only 1/8 of an inch. So if I'm not careful, it'll be really obvious I didn't get on there centered. So let's just take a little bit of time. And Okay, there we go. Looking good. Okay, so the inside, let's stamp the inside, and this is Whisper White thick cardstock. You want that for your base. It's good and sturdy. Okay, so it's going to stand up for them. And look what I chose for inside. I'm going to use the Warm and Toasty stamp set, and I'm going to use this greeting. Warm and Toasty wishes to you. Maybe a little dark considering that was frosty, but it cracks me up. All right, so here we go. So here's a tip when doing the inside of your cards. You may want to stamp before you adhere anything to it. So if you mess up, you don't have to remove anything. Or if you already have, you can just layer another piece of cardstock and they'll just think you're fancy dancy. Oh, that looks so good. All right, so we've got that lid on and we are done with the tuxedo black. All right, so now we'll go ahead and again, easy way to dress up a simple card. This is a clean and simple card, are with Stampin' Dimensionals. So one in each corner. We'll put one in the center because this is a good size piece. There we go. And our same trick. And then all we'll have left is the finishing touch. Yeah, that makes those pop up so well. Oh, that's looking good, isn't it? Sharp. All right, so for the finishing touch, I have the adhesive back snowflakes. And so they come in two colors. You have the iridescent and the white. I'm going to use the iridescent, but I'll show you a card with the white when we're done here. So I have my Take Your Pick tool. And we've got the putty. So let's take that, pick it up. Isn't that just handy? There we go. All right. They are falling down around the tree, and then there we go. One right by our melted frosty. And there we have it. Oh my goodness. A Humorous handmade Christmas card with the Don't Stop Believing. So here, let me show you. I've got this in a different pattern with the white snowflakes. What do you think? You like that? And then a third one, again with the iridescent snowflakes and the stars. So here's what we have. Clean and simple, humorous Christmas cards, but the different patterns, and I'm liking them all. And the snowflakes, I'm liking the iridescent and the white. Very, very cute. If you have a preference, you'll have to let me know which one floats your boat. Leave a comment under the video. If you'd like to make my Humorous handmade Christmas card with the Don't Stop Believing stamp set, all the supplies are listed below the video and available to order now in my online store, www.shopwithshelly.com. For how long? We don't know. At best, January 4th, 2021. And when you place your $50 or more December 2020 Stampin' Up! Order with me, I'm going to send you one of my handmade humorous Christmas cards. So get on over now to my online store, www.shopwithshelly.com. I'm Shelly Godby, teaching you how to create hand stamped smiles. Thanks for watching.